have never owned one of these.
Yes, ma'am.
What do I do?
Well, the first thing, you got to have some gas in it.
Okay.
So you want to make sure that the generator's off. You never, ever, ever want to put fuel in anything, especially a gas engine that's running.
Okay.
So you would, open your gas fill thing here, put your gas in there, you see the level, plus this has got a level indicator here, so you'd know where to fill it up. All right, then the second thing you would want to do is make sure it's got oil in it.
Okay.
So you'd come around here to the oil fill. Okay, so the second step you would do is you want to check the oil, make sure you got plenty of oil in your unit. So you'd unscrew the little oil fill so that you're good and clean here. And then you want to reinsert it, screw it back in, just till it's snug, and screw it back out, and then check your oil level against your oil fill line.
Hold it right there for 1 second.
This one is full. There's your fill line right there. The oil is dark. It probably should have been changed before you started using your generator. You want to make sure your oil is clean, and that's something you should really do before the hurricane gets here.
Gotcha. And about how much oil does this particular one take?
About 1.5 quarts, I believe, somewhere around that. Most of them take 5W30 synthetic oil.
Okay.
You just have to go by the manufacturer's recommendations.
Okay, so step 3.
Step 3, you would want to start your generator.
Okay.
So depending on the generator itself, it's got instructions here to how to crank this one, where to start it, where to choke it, and everything else.
Okay.
Then I guess the last and final step is to make sure that your breakers are on, that these are all set. These are pushed in and set. These are little mini breakers. This is a regular 2-pole breaker. And then this is where your cords plug in.
Okay.
Make sure you have the correct cords before the hurricane, because I can tell you from experience, if you go to Home Depot, they're not going to have any plugs or cords.
Okay.
Everybody's going to be bought it all up.
Okay.
These are 20 amp circuits. They require a number 12 cord, which usually is a bigger, thicker cord. It's more expensive, but you don't want to take a chance of burning up anything in your house, especially your refrigerator, freezer. They're expensive items.
Yeah.
And this one here's got four receptacles, which means you can run 4 things, and up to 5,500 watts. Your refrigerator typically takes 850 watts. A freezer takes 1,000 watts. Microwave, 2,500 to 3,000 watts. You can look on the microwave and see. Coffee pot's about 850 watts, and you can start adding this up. And this generator will run normally at about 85%. It'll run over that for something that starts like a starting load, but it comes back down to 5,500, and it only holds that overload for so many seconds. And then when it does, it'll either trip the breaker or the generator itself will shut off.
Okay, so if the generator shuts off and it's out of gas, do you still have to turn it off before you put fuel in it?
Yes.
Okay.
I would suggest just turning it off and then start your process all over again. And if it's run out of gas, while it's out of gas and you're checking it, check the oil. Every time you fuel it, you need to check the oil, especially on these little smaller units.
Do they burn faster?
Some of them do. If they're older, they will.
Okay.
It's just like a lawnmower. That's just a lawnmower engine hooked to a generator.
Now, you have this placed a certain direction from this particular. Would you have it this close to the garage? Is that okay?
Yeah, this is fine. This is blowing out into here, and this exhaust is blowing out into this open area, and it's got plenty of room to dissipate.
Okay. So we wouldn't be hurting our neighbors.
No.
Because we're far enough away.
We're far enough away.
If they were closer, would you?
If they were closer, I would angle it towards the street.
Okay.
Even if you put it up here by the garage, don't put it close to the garage. Put it out here closer to maybe where the basketball thing is at, so that you've got some room for it to blow out towards the street.